This will be a video chart on STHG. Had a bunch of requests come in for this one over the past couple of days, so I wanted to get to it. What we're looking at here is a 60-minute chart. So all that means is each one of these candlesticks represents 60 minutes worth of price action, as opposed to what you would normally see, which would be each one representing a day's worth of price action or a week's worth. In this case, each one is just 60 minutes worth. So today was pretty rough, as you can see, and I'm not trying to state the obvious here, but the price had been going, or the chart had been going real nice. It was maintaining this 50-period simple moving average. As you can see, every time the price would get near it, it would provide support a bunch of times here, and then you could see it hovered around. But then when it finally fell through on the increase in volume, things really got pretty ugly. But it looks like the price is trying to level off. My questions is the chart done and things like that? And it really depends on your strategy. Now, if you're a day trader and you're bought up here or here, then yeah, you should probably already be out. But if you're in this for a longer term play, then there is still some hope. Not much hope is left, but it's hanging in there. And really all the hope is dangling right here at this orange line, which is the 200-period simple moving average. And this will also be a good area for the risk versus reward players that like the bottom feed. You can see that the price has been consolidating here. It looks like it's finally found a bottom right here around the 0.0017 area. But if this level can hold, then it's looking like the price will be headed right back down to where it started, down in this region there. And that's just simply based on where the next levels of support are. Well, they're not until way down here. So, I guess in a nutshell, the 0.0017 is pretty much the do or die level. You could get a nice little bounce off of it. Whether or not it's going to be a bounce with true strength, I don't know. But if you're a bottom player, you don't really care whether or not things got true strength. You just care whether or not they bounce. So for the risk versus reward players, I know a lot of them will be watching this tomorrow just to see if this price action continues and to see if there can be any follow through. In terms of bounces, the key level of resistance, I shouldn't say key, but the one to keep your eye on is going to be right around this region right here, which is at the 0.003 level. Change that real quick to red for resistance, make that a little thicker there. And the reason simply being, if you go through the history of the chart, you can see it acted as support, and when it did fall right here, you can see the price tried to get back up above it, but there's where it turned right into the resistance. So if there's any sort of bounce and you can get some closes above the 0.003, that'll actually be a very nice and very strong bounce with, and that'll set off some radars and things like that. So, but one step at a time. First, we got to see if this is truly the bottom. And hopefully it is, because after this 200-period moving average, the other supports aren't until basically back down here in the world of triple zeros. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook. And with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was STHG. Thanks for listening.